For some, it scares them to think about employees as content creators. In your case, a lot of the people in the distribution center or at the retail stores. How is Big Lots leveraging employee generated content and employee voice in the beat?
Yeah. So Chuck, I think regardless of where people work or what sort of segment of our family they fall into, there's 40,000 associates, right? And so suddenly you've got 40,000 people paying attention, but to have all those people suddenly have access, right, to sharing information can be very scary and rightly so. But I think what we did was number one, we took great leadership advice from Social Chorus, which was to make sure that you set an expectation of the kind of communication that you expect and that you want to see. So that informed how we built our strategy around how do we engage. So if we want people to send us their content, whether it's cultural and it should be fun, or it has to do with product launches, or it has to do with strategy, typically when we ask for that content, we are going out with some sort of promotion contest way to engage in soliciting, and we're very specific about what we're asking for. So when folks are contributing their own content, we set an example of what we're looking for and we tell them what we want to see, and that's exactly what we get. We did not start with just opening the floodgates and saying, hey, you now suddenly have a new social media platform that you can make your own and post whatever you want. That's not what this is. It is a business communication tool. There are 40,000 people, and that means there's 40,000 plus ideas of what it means to create value. What I might say might be different from what my colleague in benefits says, or what my colleague in marketing says, or what my colleague in finance says, right? Or what someone who is loading a trailer at one of our distribution centers says, or maybe what someone who is handling the checkout process at the cash register might say, right? And so we have that channel opened up. It's called the Value Creators. And that's a place where folks can all the time, anytime, 24/7. Submit ideas, ask questions, and that is monitored by a small team of people who are there to engage with our associates to make sure that their voices are heard, that we're responding, that we're frankly harvesting ideas and quickly sending them to a team of people who review those ideas and see if they have any weight.